Bon, la vidéo, mesdames et messieurs. Tous ensemble entre amis. Changement de gameplay de la faille de l'avocateur.
This is our last dev update of the year, and before we get into some of the things you'll see in Season 1 2026, we wanted to thank you all for being on the journey with us this year.
As always, we want to show some love for your passion, for keeping us honest, and for making working on this game so worth it. Now, in January, we'll be back to talk more about Season 1.
Oh, attendez. Oh, putain. Les gars, c'est un pain au chocolat, et dedans, il y a du flan, frère. C'est trop bon, sa mère.
We wanted to alleviate this over time. We had removed the second form of Otacon, we removed the second set of grubs, but it really wasn't enough. So, just like Zehen did, we are cutting Otacon out of the game.
L'objectif, il pue sa grand-mère. Comment je l'aime pas, frère. Rien que d'être dans la zone de l'attaquant, je déteste sa mère. Genre, je l'aime pas. En fait, j'ai l'impression qu'il me sert à rien, et en plus, je l'aime pas. C'est magnifique. Un objectif en moins.
That
Ok.
includes Blood Roses and the petals with them.
Nice, pas de rose,
That's it.
cliquez.
Let us know what you think about limited time gameplay changes and if there's something you'd like
Potentiellement Solari, il va gagner quelque chose cette année vu qu'il n'y a pas d'attaquant.
to see more of.
Finally, we're also removing feats of strength from the game. We like that they push teams to progress
Yes.
the game and
Yes.
provided goals to
Feats of the Strength, frère, à chaque fois que j'appuyais sur Tab, je savais même pas si j'avais les bots et je sais même pas comment. Au jour d'aujourd'hui, je ne sais toujours pas comment j'ai les bots, frère. Un Drake, il te faut un objectif, il te faut 3 grubs, il te faut ça, il te faut le kill, il te faut... Oh, vas-y, frère,
all
juste...
around, but we think we can create better gameplay systems that allow for players to have more individual agency over their games. With feats getting the boot, we're adding back some gold rewards for First Blood and First Turret.
Nice.
Another way we're looking to improve sieging is with a new mechanic called Crystalline Overgrowth, which is kind of like a universal demolish effect. Crystals will build up on towers over several minutes, and when hit, they're consumed to deal an extra burst of damage based on how much buildup has accumulated. This should help enable pushing windows in more situations, even if you're behind or don't have the highest DPS. Demolish will be sticking around.
No matter what state the turret's in, you're likely to mine some gold by taking aggressive actions. We're not
Attends, comment ça? Tu vas prendre des golds en tapant la tour? Tu dois pas juste la tuer, genre. Ok.
adding more gold to the map with these changes. Instead, we're going to be basically spreading out the current gold for killing a tower and splitting it across the plates.
Relative to the other roles, as they're currently the two weakest, and as a result, the
Pardon? Il vient de dire que la top lane et la bot lane sont les rôles les plus faibles, frère? Mais il se fout de la gueule de qui, Shriek, là? Mais comment ça, ADC trop weak, frère? Mais comment ça, ADC trop weak?
Now, if you would take and teleport in pregame, instead that spell gets a lot stronger, giving a very, very large shield when you use it. In addition to getting a
Attends, oui, bah oui. Et que tu veux quoi? Tu veux mon salaire aussi? En gros, ils peuvent go ignite. Dès qu'ils ont la quête, ils ont une TP. Mais c'est quoi cette méta de merde? Oh, la méta du 1v1 au top sous ignite et tout, sous exhaust. Oh,
functionally
putain.
free summoner spell, top winners will also get a bunch of bonus XP up front, more XP from future sources, and an increased level cap.
Comment ça, increase level cap? Il va être niveau 19?
now to mid lane. A
Allez.
huge variety of champions can be played there, so we wanted this reward to be good whether you're mage, assassin, or both like Malphite mid. And upon completing the quest, mid laners will receive a free tier 3 boot upgrade like the ones you could buy with feats, as well as a faster recall.
Rounding it out for new quests in
Attends, 2 secondes, je crois que j'ai mal compris en fait.
Both like Malphite mid.
Attends, j'ai
And
mal
upon
compris.
completing the quest, mid laners will receive a free tier 3 boot upgrade like the ones you could buy with feats, as well as a faster recall.
rounding it out for new quests in bot lane, we're gonna lean even
Et il parle même plus du mid. Je roll swap. Je cherchais un mid pour l'équipe. Je roll swap. Ça sert à rien de jouer, frère. Top lane, il reçoit une TP. Il reçoit un niveau. Il reçoit plus d'XP. Mid lane, on reçoit quoi? Des bots. Ah, bien vu, frérot. Ah, merci en fait. Merci. Merci beaucoup. Je back plus rapidement. Ah, merci. Ouais.
And you might be asking, well then what do I do with all this gold if I hit item cap? Don't worry, the item cap is going up. Your 7th item slot will hold your boots permanently, allowing you to get 6 full legendary items.
Ah, je suis désolé, mais il se fout de la gueule du monde. ADC, c'est déjà broken. ADC, c'est déjà broken. Le rôle est déjà broken, frère. Le rôle est déjà broken, sa grand-mère.
For extra hard late game scaling.
Jungle and support already have quests and rewards, but we still wanted to take this opportunity to make some changes to them. Jungle is by far the strongest role in the game right now, especially when it comes
Fume quoi chez Riot, les gars? Faut m'en donner. Je sais pas ce qu'ils fument là-bas, mais ça, faut m'en donner un peu. Ça, faut m'en donner. Ils jouent au jeu, en fait, les devs, là, ou pas? Est-ce qu'il joue au jeu?
To early map influence, so we're slightly lowering the speed of early game clears to give lane matchups a little bit more time to play out uninterrupted.
Their role quest is still getting pet upgrades and PvP smite like before, and they're now getting increased golden XP from large monsters when the quest is done, as well as bonus movement speed in the jungle.
Similar to jungle, we think support is already plenty powerful and has a very functional role quest, so we didn't want to directly increase their power. With that in mind, we wanted to give them quality of life oriented upgrades, so we're giving them a new slot exclusively for control wards, discounts on control wards, and a little bit more gold over time so they can keep pace a little better with the other roles.
For example, we're adding the new Scepter of...
Par contre, petit... désolé, hein, maintenant que je suis dans le content et tout. Pourquoi ils ont pas une salle ou un truc, frère? Ils font ça en plein milieu de leur truc, il y a tout le monde qui parle derrière, c'est pas normal quand même. C'est une vidéo professionnelle, les gars. Allô?
Bonking for AP fighters, which will empower your Spellblade bonk to double your on-hit effects.
That's not the final name, is it?
I would like it, but no, we're probably gonna give it something in canon.
I do love bonking. Well, anyway, given none of these names are final, if you're an AD fighter without a good way to get Omnivamp, you can grab Blood Sphere, which will give you some Omnivamp and also ability haste scaling with your AD.
Or if you play an AD carry who's really good at auto-spacing, you can pick up Snowbow for extra range on takedown, plus damage amp based on how far away you are from your opponents.
We took a hard look at which subclasses didn't feel like they were getting enough support from the current item system and worked to fill those spaces, so we're hoping many champions have at least one of the 9 new items that they can get excited about.
Speaking of which, we're also adding crit damage back to 200%.
Ah ouais.
Alright, we know that was a lot to cover. We're excited to hear what you think of all these changes as the new season
Ouais,
kicks
bah
off.
t'inquiète. Vas-y.
And in case you're looking for even more details...
Ouais, écoutez-moi bien. Après l'arc LFL, je suis une grosse salope, je suis une pute si je continue à jouer mid lane et je roll swap pas ADC.
Next, we're making changes to autofill. The reality of
S'il te
League is
plaît.
that certain roles are substantially
S'il
more
te plaît.
popular than others, and having an autofill jungler versus a jungle main can feel like an auto loss. This means that quite often people either dodge to avoid it or hold your lobby hostage in order to get you to dodge.
Ça, c'est ma tech, les gars. Je me rappelle quand je vous ai appris la tech de si tu veux faire dodge le lobby, tu dois faire genre tu piques au dernier moment et tu piques un champion de merde. Ah, ça, c'est ma tech, ça.
When nobody likes queue times, this is an awful experience.
So we have a number of changes to make autofill fairer, and to reward you for sticking with the role you're assigned when you do get autofilled. If someone on your team is autofilled, the system will try to match autofilled players by role. So an autofilled jungler versus another autofilled jungler, for
Pas déjà
example.
comme ça?
If it can't match by roles, it will then of course fall back and try to ensure the same number of autofilled players on each team. We do know though that even with that balance, autofill games can still feel discouraging when you play your best in a role that you didn't choose. That's why we're adding a new system called Aegis of Valor. If you're autofilled and earn a mastery score of C or greater, the Aegis will trigger. You won't lose any LP on a loss, or you'll earn double LP for a win.
Oh putain! Mais mettez-moi autofill tous les jours, frère! Mais s'il te plaît!
So for those of you who main less popular roles and therefore seldom get autofilled, first of all, thanks. We haven't forgotten about you. You'll still occasionally receive the Aegis benefit at about the same rate as other players because we want to reward the role heroes who keep the queue healthy and moving. Finally, we know how frustrating it is to be constantly returned to the queue because you get enchained dodges lobby after lobby. So we've made a few updates.
First, after a positive response to our pilot test, we're removing the ability to ban a hovered allied champion, taking away an opportunity for a teammate to tilt off the planet before the match even starts. And then second, dodging a lobby will
Moi, je trouve ça nul. Je vous explique pourquoi. Moi, je trouve ça nul, je vous explique pourquoi. Imaginons demain, il y a un champion qui sort. On va l'appeler Lolan. Et Lolan, c'est broken sa grand-mère. Je suis en red side, mon 1-2 veut pick Lolan. Mais moi, j'avais ban Lolan, frère, j'ai pas envie de jouer contre Lolan. Ça veut dire que je peux pas ban le champion, alors qu'ils peuvent le pick. I don't like it.
no longer allow players to escape autofill. It'll just get carried over to the next lobby. And at Master and above, dodging an autofill will count as a full loss.
Je vous explique le problème. J'ai un Singed top OTP. On est en champ select. Pick Singed, tu vois. Il dit genre qu'il va pick Singed. En face, il ban Singed. Du coup, là, mon OTP top laner Singed ne peut pas jouer Singed. Il va troll sur quelque chose d'autre. Et du coup, bah, on va juste perdre, frère. Mais ça pue sa mère. Mais fallait me contacter moi, frère. Je connais toute la ranked.
We're adding back duo queue to higher ranks, including Challenger, in most regions. For so many people, League is better with friends. And in the past, we disabled duo.
Rank 1, I'm back. Rank 1, I'm back. Rank 1, I'm back. I'm back in business. Rank 1, I'm back.
At Apex tier ranks because it's so often led to rank manipulation. But because of the improvements we mentioned earlier, as well as the ongoing work on boosting and ranked manipulation detection, we're confident that we can bring back high MMR duoing without it being so abused.
So, call up your friends. It's duo time.
Attends, quoi?
Be available when WASD goes live tomorrow in all queues except ranked and normal draft games.
Demain ZQSD. Oh putain, je vais devenir chop. Oh, je vais peut-être retrouver une équipe comme ça. Mais y a pas en ranked. Putain, demain. Oh, demain on va faire des... Y a pas de la ranked. Pas les couilles, frère. Je me traîne pour 2027.
We're choosing to keep WASD out of draft modes for now, as we want to make sure you can have a smooth process for your ranked climb.
Really? Tomorrow?
Well, WASD will be live in all unranked queues except normal draft in patch 2524, which for many of you should be tomorrow. Now, we still don't have the exact timeline on when WASD will come to ranked. We want to ship it when it's ready, which means fair, balanced, bug-free, and smooth to play.
Please keep up the feedback and bug reports. There may still be a few stragglers out there. Only through our powers combined can we find all of them.
That's it for us. Be sure to check back out on WASD when it's live and send your bugs, feedback, and best misplays.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Ah, le phare enculé. Ils ont baisé mon rôle, frère. Ils ont baisé mon rôle, wesh. Ils ont niqué mon rôle. Niqué mon rôle. Moi, j'ai une question. En toute honnêteté, ok? Ce n'est même pas mon ego qui parle. D'accord, le chat, regarde. En top lane, ils disent que genre la top lane, c'est genre c'est pas si fort que ça et pareil en AD. Mais frère, mais c'est pas possible, genre, c'est pas normal. Genre, les mecs ne jouent pas au jeu. Et ils disent la mid lane, c'est broken, frère. La mid lane, elle pue sa mère. Il y a tout le monde au mid, frère. Il y a ton support et il y a ton jungler. Il y a tout le monde au mid. Tu peux pas lane 1v1 normal. Pick AD, ils ont dit, frère. Ils ont dit AD 8 crawl. Attention, je vais arrêter LOL. Je vais arrêter LOL. Je suis déjà chier, mais laisse tomber prochaine saison intankable. Réel, les gars, on va tous passer sur... Je sais pas, moi. De toute façon, moi, 2026, c'est l'année de multigaming. Je serai pas sur LoL. 2026, je suis plus sur LoL, moi. Je te jure, Niski, maintenant, t'es streamer. Si tu fais pas des jeux solo de fou, tu trolls. Mais comme, frère, j'ai fait tous les jeux solo de bonhomme, genre. J'ai été plus multigaming que LoL dans ma carrière de streamer. Merci YouTube!